started off by, oh, what's good, gang? Real quick, let's say that.
Oh, you started?
Well, we're gonna start it off, by the levels, bro. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
So let's just say we got a chart like this, this. I know, terrible drawing, but I gotta I want you to pick out the levels, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say it's like that. Also, in the future, like I said, you can definitely turn the graph like this into a line instead of candles, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But I want you to just visually see. And when I'm looking for levels, I'm just looking for key places, right? So I see one time to turn back there, 2 times, 3 times. Alright, it's got my attention. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably come in here now. Remember, like I said, draw this. Actually, should be green. So draw this, because then we know when it comes down here, the buyers are coming back in. See what I'm saying? Now when we look up here, one place, not really. 1, 2. 2 though. See what I'm saying? I look for where it's like 1, 2 times, 3 times. You can see the clear turn back. You can see as soon as it goes up there, come back down. As soon as it goes up there again, comes back down. It hits the bottom of the support, all of a sudden it goes up. When it was dropping, see what I'm saying? Just goes up again. At the top, this is where you would say this is resistance. See what I'm saying? So you're always trying to find where price is trying to travel to. Is going up? Where could it possibly go to? Right here, you don't know. But you see it went down here and it went up. So if it starts going down, where would you think price is going to?
So what's it called? The supply?
Support.
Or support?
Yeah.
I keep me in the mix.
Yeah. No, you're good, bro. You're gonna get it. Trust. And it's good. It's good. Supply and demand. Supply and support. Don't worry, you're messing it up, because I told you, supply and demand close to resistance, and supply and demand. Support and resistance is close to supply and demand.
I know what it is. It's the word that I'm
keep getting you. But exactly. So, but if you see it dropping here, maybe you get into a trade, hoping to take it to here. Then you know around here you're looking to get out. Maybe that's your take profit. You know what I'm saying? Now, okay, you see this happen here. Remember I told you sometimes they do this. They break out of it and it's a fake out though. Because you know it's going to go back up.
Yeah.
Right? At the same time, alright, so you see it coming back up here. Where would you think price could go?
Price could go all the way to the resistance.
All the way back. Because there's no other way. Alright, maybe there's a little bit of resistance there you would think. You could, be projecting, alright, it turned back here, maybe there. Or you say maybe here. But really, you see the main place was up here where it just hit and turned back.
But you don't always want it to go all the way up to the resistance, right? You just want to go where it's double the...
Exactly. I'm not, if I can get in and I hold it and it goes up there, cool, bro. But all I'm looking for is for out of this move, okay, I'm on the right side, right? So remember, like we said, I'm on the right side of the market. So when I see people start trying to go down, all right, I know I'm trying to catch that because I'm thinking price is going up. You know price, there's no really place here for price to be pushed down. So all of a sudden they start pushing it down, you know that's wrong. You want to be on the right side. You want to be going up here, you want to be going down there. And you want to recognize it fast. That's the main thing. Always recognize. And the level is going to start by making you help build like a story. So you want to think of this, bro, you pulling up to the market and it's like a crime scene. It's crazy out here. Like, you don't know what happened. You ever seen Criminal Minds?
Yeah.
It's perfect. So you got a profile. You got to be a profiler, basically.
I don't know the term.
But basically all he does is they be doing is profiling. They be, from the clues that they find and whatever's going on, they trying to put the story together to find out the right dude, be on the right side, be there at the right time, catch this dude. Same way you're trying to do with trading, bro. Now you know the structure, right?
Yeah.
We already kind of went over this. So remember, the whole thing is to build context. If you would have seen this though, what would you think this was?
Like, what do you mean? Like, if I see the graph, what do I think it is?
Yeah, like remember,
I would think that's a trading,
the trading range.
Trading range.
Exactly. So that's the next step to kind of find out. One, you want to find, well, I'm not going to write it, but I would say levels. And then two, I would say just direction. Or what's happening. Because this clay has no direction. Whenever you see no direction, just back and forth in the same place, trading range.
And you want to stay out of those, right?
You want to stay out of the middle of these.
The middle. But the resistance and or the support and the resistance, you want to.
That's a good place to enter. Like right here, you see it fall out and then it's going back in. That's a good place to enter. It's outside. Right here, you see it's falling out and then it comes back in. Good place to take it back to the bottom.
And then real quick, so let's say, alright, so you know the risk and reward, right? So if your reward, if the price passes your reward, right? But you didn't put a limit there, can you put a stop loss there? So it was if it drops back down to the reward, it'll take out. But if it keeps going, like, you know what I mean? Like,
right. So that's basically what I do. So like I'll get in the trade here to go back. Let's say I'm going back long. Let's say perfect. Let's say I take a long right here, right?
Yeah.
Once the price itself starts moving past here, you could then move, because your stop loss would be right here, right? You could then move this stop up here. So now, just like you said, you necessarily cannot lose money. Remember, if you move it too early, they can stop you out. And then go. Like they can stop you out, bro, and then make the same move you was doing, thinking about. So that's why you kind of want to wait on that. But overall, bro, you're building all this. Oh, that's it, bro. It's strictly for context. Remember, you're trying to pull up to the scene, find out what's going on. Because every day in trading is different, bro. Today it could be going down, and then it go down, it goes up tomorrow. Then for the next day, it's a trading range all day. Then for the next 3 days, it's just going down. For the next 4 days, it's going up. You gotta be able to recognize that. That's the main. If anything else, you want to be able to always recognize that. What's going on? And the second you don't, I get a little curious. For me, the second I can't tell if it's going up or down, I'm thinking this is a trading range. You know what I mean? Okay. My next thing, bro, it's like I said, you remember, price is going up, that's an uptrend. Like this, you just see price keep making. Alright, so let's say this is an uptrend, right? This was the high right here, right? This was the highest point of the day in the graph. Then all of a sudden it's coming back, right? Then it makes a new high. So this was the high, right?
Yeah.
Then it takes that out. So now this is a higher high, right? Because it's higher than the last high. Then it comes back down again, right? Then it breaks it again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now it's an even higher high again. So anytime you see price start making higher highs, know it's an uptrend. Also, this was the last low, right? Now you got a higher low, right? Let me kind of do it in red. That's why I kind of wanted to do the colors anyway, so you get the whole thing. So this is the low right here. And then
So would you say after 3 higher highs and higher lows, that means it's gonna continue trading?
I'm kind of thinking, all right, uptrend. See what I'm saying? I'm thinking up. Unless I see something else that's giving me reasons, I'm thinking up. Because it's higher highs, the lows are getting higher too. This was the low, and this is the low. And this right here was the low. See what I'm saying? At the same time, what I start doing at that point, remember how you was asking, what's all those lines?
Yeah.
I start drawing this. Because you see how I see where it's bouncing. See what I'm saying? You see exactly Just imagine these are all candles where you can see prices just climbing. So that's an uptrend, right? Then we got a downtrend. And then when you see the uptrend, just think more buying is going on. You see uptrend, immediately you're not looking for selling. You're not looking to sell. You're only looking to buy. And the best place to buy, if you're not already in this trade from the bottom and holding like you said, is off this trend line. So remember, this is called a trend line. So it kind of tells you where it's trending. So basically, I see price go up, I see price come down, can't break it, boom. The only thing I'm doing the whole time if I miss that trade, bro, I'm looking for price to come back right here. And then I'm looking for them in our strategy, we're kind of going ahead. Well, you already know the strategy. For them to push down twice at that line right there. Once I see them push down twice, and I know price is supposed to be going up, I'm trying to capitalize on their mistake. Like, oh, y'all was trying to go down at the trend line, I'm gonna go up. See what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna go up, and you just put your stop right up, one tick above where they went short last, and that thing should, again, explode up, and you're looking for to take profit 2 to 1. But if you have a nice trend line like this, you're looking to take profit at the other side of the trend line. Or at least some. Because then, you know, you're always thinking of possibilities you want to be. But like you said, you get your 2 to 1 and you don't care about the rest. If you get the rest, it's extra. If you get your 2 to 1, boom, cool. You could hold it because price, you know, could come back here and then go up even higher again. That's the game you really want to be in, to hold. But in order to do that, you got to recognize your strategy and recognize where it's trending. Those are the days you can guess good, easy money. If it's trending, good, easy money, bro. Because you know where it's going. So every time you see it go down, and you see it start to like make a bottom, remember the stems at the bottom? I'm looking to go up. Same thing you could kind of say for this. So now price started here, right? This is the high right here, right? Then pulls back right here. Let me make it a little shorter. Pulls back right here, then goes down. So now this high right here is lower than this high. That's what you call a lower high. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's easy terms. The high is lower than the last high. Why?
Basically the opposite.
Opposite of this. Don't even complicate it, bro. As easy as it sounds, as easy as it is. That high, lower than that high. Okay? Cool. Let me see if they do it again. See what I'm saying? Like now I start putting it into context. Alright, maybe this is a downtrend. But what I gotta do, you see them pull back again. They try. Right? And then look again. Another little high. So now I'm probably like, alright, downtrend. And then you see the low, right? The lows are all lower lows. This is the first low. This is a lower low. This low is now lower than that. So you see how it keeps making the low lows, low highs. You start seeing price like that, same thing here. Start drawing this trend line. See what I'm saying?
And the strategy is to see 2 of the pullbacks, right?
2 of the pullbacks, whether big or small. I'm at the trend line right here, waiting for them to make. All right, we can do a quick candle example, but which is what we're gonna get into next. At this trend line right here, if I know it's going down, oh well, actually, my bad, not at this part. Shoot.
But at the same time, you want the entry point to
Be close to the trend line.
Yeah, alright.
If possible. Because then, think about it, right? This is where you want to get in right here, right? your stop loss was out here, or especially close to there, you know it's very hard for them to break that. They've been having two times having trouble with you before breaking that part of the line. So you see how the line is basically your protection. If you really want to get your stop loss out of the line, make the trade go down, move your stop to break even, you should be good. Because now I'm looking for price to drop to the other side of the trend line. So that's why I really use that. See what I'm saying? But right here, what I would be looking for, especially, right? I'm looking for something like them to do one push, right? At the trend line. So imagine this is the trend line right here on the microscopic level. Alright? They went up once, right? Looking for them to pull back. Then I'm looking for them to go up again. Right? Right there, bro, is where I'm at. I got first entry, pull back, second entry. At the trend line. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. See how they tried to go up twice?
Yeah.
Well, you know, and I know because they've been making lower lows and lower highs. It's not the time to go long, right? I just put my entry one tick below right there. My stop loss at the end of the time will be one tick above this bar, which as you can see protected by the trend line. And we're going to get into the candlestick, but this is where the candlestick, how it looks is important, because you want to see it look like that off the line. At first you want to see it break the line, like that, like a full candle, and then as soon as they hit the line, all of a sudden the candle look like that. That's how you know, again, the sellers are protecting that part right there. Mm-hmm. Which, amazing place to get your stop loss behind. You got other people protecting that for you, basically, in a sense. You just joining along. You see it happening, join along. Okay, remember, so you got this is your risk right there. Yeah, remember we tried to risk 260, and then you would make sure, especially if this is the other side of the trend line, you would try to make sure you take that all the way down here. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nice 2-to-1. Nice context going on. You could tell me the story of why you took the trade. That's the main thing for me now. If I can tell people the story of why I took the trade, you know it's not a good trade. Oh, I just took a trade because seen a red candle. That's gambling. Always remember that, bro. You don't take no trade without a reason at all. And then now, we already talked about that. But this is the trading range. So you see price going up, then all of a sudden you see price going down. Then price going back up again. You're like, okay, what's going on? That doesn't even, see what I'm saying? It's going in the same place, and on a more visual level, you can even have all the bars at that time will look like this. So I call it barcoding, because you gotta be fast to recognize it. See how the bars will just be standing up next to each other?
Yeah.
This is how it will look on the big scale and on the little scale there will be it. So just imagine that as something, just like we said, just like this. So you see how you can easily get tricked? You start seeing this go up. Crap, that's probably an uptrend. But look for how it maybe doesn't start trending, and then it always keeps hitting off that area. Not an uptrend. Then it starts going down. So then you're like, okay, maybe downtrend, right? All of a sudden it keeps holding. Anytime you see that, it's like they're building up pressure. You know what I'm saying? They can't really decide where to go. So all they're gonna do is go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
So do you, like, is there a way to know which line it will break, like eventually?
You don't really know necessarily. You will know in the future. You will have an idea in the future when we go over the patterns. Like for instance, I'll show you a quick. If I see it's coming down like this, and then it went into the trading range, eventually I'm looking for it to break out of the trading range to the downside. But I'm not getting in the trading range. Maybe I'll get in when it breaks out and then retest and then go down. Or I want to get in here at the top. Because then guess what? My stop loss is already in the green, right? If I get in here, my stop loss here, my price start going down, I'll put my stop loss right here, protect myself. Now I can see if it breaks out. But you don't want to be down here buying. Oh yeah, it's about to break out. You know for a fact these dudes could easily buy this and send it back to the other side. So you want to be in it where that's going on, where the fight is going on, away from your stop. If they break through it, great. If they